Digital pipeline framework is basically a system that I have created that's going to allow you to sort of automate your whole digital product business, so you're getting sales non-stop with almost no effort. So there are quite a few different steps when it comes to this system, and I'll show you some of them actually even are going to increase your sales. But let's start from the beginning. So at the beginning we have our main offer, and this is actually not necessarily our most expensive offer, but this is going to be our best selling offer. And in here, the first step, what we want to do is we want to create a lead magnet, so just a quick and actionable solution to our customer's problem. And one thing to note here is that basically our offer here is solving this big problem. So here we are just taking sort of like a smaller problem. We want to basically have this related, because we want sort of people, okay, we solve a little bit of a problem here, that's a smaller problem, and now we already proved, okay, we can solve this, and if we can solve this, now we sort of are showcasing, okay, we might be able to solve this problem that is in the main offer as well. By the way, I'm going to leave a guide how I'm making thousands of dollars with less than 5,000 YouTube subscribers, and you can do the same. So you want these to be related as much as possible, but just think about it as the main offer is a big problem, this is a smaller problem. And basically lead magnets, I have made a full-on free course how to create lead magnets, so I'll link that, go check that out. But now after the lead magnet, we need an opt-in page. So this is going to be very short, very simple, just what exactly is within the lead magnet, and just a place for people to put in their email address so they can receive your lead magnet and we can capture their email address. And by the way, I will leave links for some of the tools that you can use for this. There are some great free tools that you can use for this, and I have some discounts and bonuses for more advanced tools as well. By the way, I created a database of best 100 digital product examples. Check out the description. But after this, one thing what you can do is we can set up a tripwire offer. So basically, once someone in the opt-in page, they put in their email, they're going to be automatically redirected to a limited time offer right after they put in the email. So this is a great way to start getting some sales when the interest has really peaked. People are, okay, they're interested, they are giving their email, and here what you want to do is you're giving a big discount. So this is a big discount, it should be time limited as well. So if someone wants, it has to be sort of like a no-brainer. Okay, you can get this for 80% discount and it expires within the next whatever 60 minutes, next couple hours. You need to take action right now, right here. This is a really great way to start to get person into that buying mode right away once they're still a very fresh lead, because a lot of times, you know, you'll get people who subscribe to your opt-in page, subscribe to your lead magnet and all of that, but then they get lost somewhere along the way. So this is a great way to just try to hit them as soon as possible. Now, the next thing is from our main offer, we basically want to lead people to our sales page. So in here, you will have your benefits, pain points, solutions, all that kind of good stuff. Again, I made another ultimate video how to create a sales page. I'll link that, check that out. But from here, one important thing that I want to emphasize on as well is that we want to create order bump. So basically this is just a small thing. When someone buys our offer, they'll have this little thing where they can just press a button and they get something upsold as well. Usually this is something a little bit lower price, and it's really should be sort of an semi-impulse buy. And it should be, again, related to our main offer. It should go along together really, really well, so that it's no brainer. Oh, if I'm getting this, oh, I might as well like pay additional $49 and get this little thing as well. It's going to help me out. While it doesn't seem like a lot, it honestly can increase your revenue by 10 to 30%. And when you think in the grand scheme of things, that is actually really a lot of additional revenue. So definitely don't miss out. A lot of people do miss out on this, but we need to have this part as well. And then just to show you structure wise, obviously we also want to set up our downsell, so a smaller offer that is a no-brainer. We can do it in different ways, so it really kind of depends, and I'm not going to go super in depth. This is more sort of an overview of like the system that you can implement right away and you can see great results. I don't want to overcomplicate it and confuse you. If you want, I'll try to let me know in the comments what exactly you want, and I'll try to leave some videos as well how you can create create more advanced funnels. But basically, we need to have a downsell offer. We can go sort of sometimes even, okay, if people don't purchase this offer, we lead them to this one. We do upsell as well, the higher price point offer. So a lot of times this might be, let's say, a very simple, or not very simple, but not our highest paid offer. But once people purchase that, then we try to also upsell them on a different one. And not everyone's going to buy, but some people are going to. Then we do also have our cross-sell offer. So basically all the related different digital products that we are selling. So this is our main system, how we set up this whole thing. Okay, this is what we need to have. And now every time, basically, whether it was Tripwire, we collected someone's email address, whether they were in sales page, they made a purchase, all of these offers as well, we lead all of those to email sequences. This is super important. So in here, if they just opt in, we are going to create welcome series. Then we're going to create other email automations that are nurturing. Then we are going to have email automations that are pitching, and we might have some sort of promotions as well. So this is just like super simple, again, just in a nutshell, few different things that are just a must-have, no-brainers. And all of these different things, so all of these basically downsells, upsells, cross-sells, all of these different things, we are going to add them to our email sequences, trying to basically remarket different things and try to upsell and generate more revenue from our customers. And there are some email marketing automation softwares or some even like sales funnel builders that have email marketing automations that allow you to create all of these automations very simply. And again, I'll leave some of the resources how exactly you go about doing this. But then also what we want to do is basically from email, we want to lead people to content. A lot of people might think, okay, I want to sell digital products. I don't want to create content. I'm not a content creator. However, content is basically just you selling the digital product. So it can be, okay, showcasing how it works. It can be different case studies, how it help people. It can be reviews. It can be anything. It can be also just content within the niche, but we can use content as sort of almost a soft sell. So what we do is we are basically nurturing people through content, and from emails we're sending people to our content. From content, then we will send people back to our email. Then we're going to send people to our website, our email, our content, so on and so forth. We're creating this flywheel effect basically, where we are sending people emails, from emails to go to different points from our social media, go maybe to even like blog posts on our website. From website, we are getting them to maybe subscribe to a different lead magnet, so on and so forth. So it's this flywheel of nurturing people. And the beautiful thing here is that, again, if we set it up correctly, you want to set it up in a way where you have the emails that are automatically, okay, you're going to send people to this and this piece of content, and this piece of content maybe sends people to this and this, let's say a lead magnet. The lead magnet send people to these and these websites, this and this content. So it's all automated within the system. We don't need to hustle and do all of this manually every single time. We're not sending out like a newsletter every week. We're not creating content that we're posting every single day. We're creating sort of a flywheel. And then what you do as well is really important is you want to set up ad retargeting. So again, you can go really in depth about all of the different ad strategies, but the easiest thing, the easiest lowest hanging fruit is if people basically they have went to our sales page, and from the sales page they didn't make a purchase, we have the pixel installed, and then we are going to retarget the non-purchasers, or even people who purchase. We can upsell them, we can cross-sell them different products. It basically takes multiple reminders for someone to take action. So we can set up a lot of different advertising campaigns, but at least we're setting up retargeting campaigns. That is the most simple, and again, we're trying to just create this automated process here. So now, as you can see, basically we are retargeting people through our email sequences, we are retargeting people with our content, and then we're running different retargeting ads to them. So we have quite a bit of all of this stuff is more or less automated, and we're targeting them on different venues until they eventually make that purchase. And let me tell you a couple more things that you want to implement that are, all of these are super low hanging fruits. So let me tell you about the next one that's also a no-brainer for me. That is an affiliate program. So basically getting other people to promote your offer, and you give them commissions, usually between 10 to 50%, but this can differ quite a bit depending on what is your digital product and what your funnel looks like. Because actually, if we look at this, so something that I mentioned already a little bit, sometimes you can actually give 100% commission rates, because sometimes your main offer is sort of just an offer that you want to capture people's email addresses and just have them as customers. And really where you make money is at the back end, when you are just upselling, when you're cross-selling the different products. So sometimes you can give all of that, all of the main offer 100%, because this is where you actually make most of the money. So this really depends on your funnel. And again, I'm not going more in depth on that, but I'll leave some other relevant links for this. But affiliate program is great because other people are promoting your digital products and you don't need to do anything. So again, this is an automated process. Obviously, if you want a really great affiliate program, you can put in some work and you can make it really great, and that requires some time. But again, it's also sort of one of those things where once you set it up, most 90% of it is done automatically. And let me give you a couple pro tips here as well. So first of all, you want to test out your pricing, especially with digital products, because no one really knows, okay, how much. There's no set price. If you go and you buy eggs, more or less you might know how much eggs cost, but with digital products you don't really know. So a lot of tools, they allow you to test out pricing really simply. So do that. Sometimes you will see you increase the price and you're actually getting more sales. You want to test out your offers as well. So just basically, what are you providing within the digital product? Perhaps you are adding some additional things in there, perhaps testing out how your sales page looks like, testing out all of these kind of different things. If you can't, create a recurring product. That's obviously the best if you can get this recurring digital product income. What you can do as well is niche down as much as possible and then expand from there. So just set up this machine, this funnel within a really small niche, and then you can kind of just copy paste it to a wider niche after all, because you're going to get really high conversions on the smaller niche, but then you want to make more money, so eventually you can expand it wider. And again, it's just sort of like a copy paste and adjusting. Knowing your niche can help you, so if that's the case, that's awesome. And then just track and test everything basically again. So when you look at all of these things, most of it is pretty simple. You set it up, you automate it, but you want to test out your email sequences. Make sure you test out the email subject lines. Make sure to test out some of the copy as well. When you run different automations for pitching product, for promos, you want to just run that just to see what actually converts really well for your audience. It's not that much effort. You can do that with some of the tools. It's really simple. Same comes with your retargeting campaigns, even your content, all that kind of stuff. So I will leave a link of an SOP because I don't want to make this too long. This is just basic overview how you create this system that is actually very simplistic system to automate a lot of this that not a lot of people do. This is sort of like introduction of how you do this. I will leave a link to an SOP going a little bit more in depth how exactly you execute all of the different steps. So check out the link below and smash thumbs up if you found this useful.